Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. In today's video, we're taking a look at our Lego Horizon Express train. We have doubled the size of it. We had one set previously that we had motorized with the engine and the two cars, and with the set that I picked up from Bricks Cascade, I was able to build another engine with two cars. So we've got a proper, basically full-length train now. It's nice to have not only more cars here, but also the locomotive that is on the back end of the train here. Really awesome set, and happy that I was able to pick up this second copy of it. Trying to continue to build out our collection, and as part of that, for these trains, that really makes sense having the locomotives at both ends. Trying to pick up multiple copies to make that happen, and with ones that have a need for extra cars in the middle, trying to pick up those extra cars so that we can sort of build out but also complete the trains that we have in our collection. I think that this adds a lot to the overall look of the Horizon Express. And I think what we'll do now is we will fire this up and see how it looks running around the layout. You guys will also probably spy a few things along the way that we're working on that'll be showing up in future videos. But yeah, let's see if we can put the full-length Horizon Express through its paces. So you can see we've got it moving. It's definitely lumbering along. I think this is a case where probably going to need a second motor in the train. Either, I don't know, we'll have to see. Maybe we can do some tests. Either a second engine in the back locomotive there to give it a little extra oomph, or maybe we can put another motor in one of the middle cars. Yeah, actually you can see it just struggles going around the curves. It struggles a bit when it's starting up. Looks amazing though, really happy with it. I think that my first attempt will be just to add basically just motorize the other locomotive. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Just wondering though about keeping the motors in sync. I assume you don't want to have one pushing more than the other. Yeah, you can see it really struggles going around the corners. Looks awesome though. Love the way that it looks. But we should probably, let's stop that so that we don't end up killing that train motor any more than we already have from the few labored runs around the track. I guess when you think about it, like between the locomotive itself, pretty heavy. So adding another locomotive on the other end there. And then the two cars are obviously a certain amount of weight on their own as well. But I think we have to do an inventory here and see what we've got in the way of train motors. Definitely post in the comments if you have a thought on where best to stick that second motor. And should I stick it on the same channel as the one that's already in the front locomotive here? Or should I set it to a different channel? Assume the benefit of that is that potentially I can have a little more fine-grained control on making sure that they're both going the same speed. But I mean, they're not that far from each other. I would assume that using the controller sort of in the middle, I could probably get both going at the same rate. It wouldn't be a case of having to go and hold it at Like if I do it right here, I would assume that it's not only going to go to that one, but that one will probably read it as well, or pick it up as well. So we'll see. Interested to hear what people have to say, but like I said, really happy with the addition of this to the collection. I feel like having the full-sized train really looks impressive, and I think once we get that extra motor in there, we should be able to have this moving around the layout at a really good speed. Things to note, so you'll see on the first two train cars that we had with the original locomotive, we went with the 1 and 2 for the car numbers, and I used the 3 and 4 for the new ones that we've added in. So really happy about that. It's cool that they provide those different numbers on the sticker sheet for the set. Nice to have the option to add those in, or I guess to update them as you add more train cars to your train. Other things of note, now that I've got the orange version of this built out with the 4 cars in the middle and the locomotive at each end, I am tempted next to try to build this out in a different color. I've seen the red and blue versions that people have built and run, and they look pretty cool. So we might do some experimenting and see what might be involved in getting those parts together and building out an additional train in one or both of those colors. But definitely first thing first is going to be working out an additional train motor for this one so that we can see it run in all of its glory. Quick peek if you hadn't noticed some things around the layout. We will be talking about this in upcoming videos, but you'll see the train cars are starting to populate the side tracks around the layout, getting things out of the city over there. Also starting to put up the trees around the layout. Still a number of things that need to be kind of polished up with the trees and fixed up, but nice to see them starting to move out around the layout where they might normally occur. And that's going to give us the ability to focus in on some city builds and some lighting work around the city half of our layout. So excited to get back to work on some projects on that side of the layout over there, but also really excited to start getting the trains back around the layout. Still lots to go. We've got trains that are underneath around the lower layout. We've still got trains that are over here that have not gotten back onto the layout. Other quick thing I will show you guys, we've got a whole lot of Mills modules that we've been working on. And there's even more coming. It's a bit bonkers, but really excited about the potential there and what that's going to allow us to do. So just some sneak peeks of things that you're going to see in upcoming videos. But like I said, if you've got thoughts on where this second motor should go, how we should control that motor in terms of the channel for the IR receiver, please let me know in the comments down below, and we will focus on adding that in the near future so that we can see the full-length Horizon Express running in all its glory around the layout. Now, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Like I said, lots planned around the Lego room here, lots planned with the trains around the layout, lots more to come on the channel as we move forward on these projects. So definitely hit that subscribe button. And thank you guys very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.